Alright, I have started the stream. Now I should just put all the stuff over here. So this stream, oh, I don't see my image yet. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this stream is going to be about exploring Scalar 2, and I'm going to send this stream or the video that results from this stream to the developers of Scalar 2, because I have heard a lot of good things about Scalar 2. And no matter if my first test here approves that the plugin explains itself very nicely. Hello, I want to explore Scalar 2. So currently I'm explaining what my goal is. I want to make this stream to find out how Scalar 2 works, but without actually reading the manual or watching any videos about it, because I want to find out how much it explains itself. And then I want to share the video that results from it with the developers of Scalar 2 in order to help them maybe with their workflow, or that they can confirm that their workflow is already good. I should specify some things about my workflow with such plugins before getting started, because everyone has a different history of MIDI plugins, let's say it like that. As someone who has used Cubase for most of my life, I didn't need MIDI plugins like this, because Cubase has features for these kind of things built in already. Like there is, what is the English word for Quintenzirkel? Circle of fifth. There is a circle of fifth feature in Cubase where you can see which chords would make most sense with the bass chord of your chord progression, and then you can select from them and put them all on individual pads, and so that they are nicely arranged, and then play them with individual keys on your virtual keyboard to find out in which sequence they sound best with each other, and also some other features. So that is my background with these kind of things, that I didn't even need a plugin for that. But at some point I switched to Bitwig, as you can see here, and Bitwig just completely lacks any functionality like that. So that was definitely a moment where I noticed that it would make sense to have a plugin for that. And yeah, since Scalar 2 is always the one that people like most, I just felt like, let's give this one a try. Okay, so yeah, but I don't have experience with plugins like that, so it might be that I'm sometimes a little bit slow. Now, what's the first thing that oh, by the way, you can still give me I don't know, tips in the chat if you want to. I'm reading that sometimes. So the first thing I notice is that there is a keyboard, and it's placed on an unusual point in the interface. Usually synthesizers have it in the bottom, but here it is in the top, and that already signifies to me that this is important in some way, that this should be noticed. Is the sound coming through, by the way? Let me check. Yeah, it looks like it comes through on my meter system. Okay. By the way, one thing that I noticed when I installed the plugin is that it's like 1 GB big, and I think it's just because of the sounds that are in here, because they are all sampled sounds, and for each key it has its own wave file. That is a little bit annoying, because I really don't like to clutter up my system too much with things that I don't really need, and most of these sounds look like they could be synthesized from, well, a synthesizer. So if there's one thing that I could already suggest for Scalar's development, it would be that there is an internal synthesizer where that just synthesizes the sound, so that there is no need for heavy sample libraries. Then I could also install it on my laptop very well. Every time I have to install something on my laptop that is like 1 GB or more, I really have to negotiate that with myself if it's really worth it. But on my computer it is okay. So we can select different sounds to have a nice workflow with figuring out chords, I guess. Yeah, they sound pretty proper. Very dry, just like I like it. Now what would be the first thing to do here after having selected the sound? Oh, okay, there is a welcome area. Detect. Analyze what key and scale you are in by playing some notes. Okay, I don't have an idea what I want to play yet, but where would that detect be? Is it this feature or what? Okay, explore. Discover hundreds of scales and chords and sets from various genres. That's not something I want to do too much. I want to figure out my own style. Perform. Use expressions and performances crafted by leading pianists and musicians. Okay, that could get interesting. Build. Create, edit, save, export. Yeah, I guess I will just start with the pattern thing down here because it looks a lot like the thing that Cubase had. And oh yeah, a circle of fifth thing. So I can just say that I want to start with a minor chord, and then I have stuff to choose from. Okay, A minor 7 is definitely the choice when you wanna make future bass. But I will just choose A minor. How do I choose that now? Can I just drag it? Boom. Would have double click also worked? No. So dragging is the thing that has to be done here. That's cool. Type to search chords. What does that mean? B minor. Oh, cool. That's how I can go to a different... Oh, wait. I could also just select here, right? That's cool. But when it just comes to selecting the first chord, I would appreciate if these were just in the sequence of the pitch classes themselves. Like not in the sequence of the circle of fifth. So that after C there is C sharp. That makes it easier to figure out on which, let's say, base height of the pitch you wanna be. I don't know, maybe there is a workflow for that and I just don't see it yet. Okay, maybe this one. Okay, cool. Now I'm wondering if I can make inversions of the notes, like, let's see the chat. Oh, I cannot pronounce that. Who by Exfa. Yeah, I think I've heard of that too. It's just that I hear mostly about Scalar, so now I just decided to buy Scalar for now. Okay, how can I make chord inversions now so that the notes are not so close to each other? Because I like them to be very far apart, like when they're C3 was octave down, then all of these notes would have a lot of space between them. Oh. Okay, that's also a way how you can design the chords, and it will immediately show you what it is. That's pretty cool. So it's an educational tool at that point as well. Nice. Wait, can I just play that with a virtual keyboard? That would be nice. No. Okay, how can I make this stuff down here be triggered by the MIDI keyboard? Is it MIDI capture? No, I guess not. Bind incoming MIDI notes to chord. Yeah, that sounds like it is the thing that I'm searching for. But where do I have to play? I don't know on which octave I have to play to make this a thing. Bind incoming MIDI notes to chord triggers. That sounds exactly like what I'm searching for. Oh. now I get it. I have to press the key, boom, and then I have to click here. No? Huh? Then how does it work? Oh, I think I just pressed the wrong key. Okay, now I got it. Wait, now that I clicked something up here, it's not binded to this chord anymore. Why? I have to click on this, and then I want it to stop binding, but then it's not triggering this thing anymore. That's weird. Why is the workflow so weird already? What meaning does this have? What is the intended way to use this? I just want to have a workflow where I can now use my computer keyboard with a virtual keyboard to trigger these chords that I come up with while I'm editing them up here. Oh cool, there is the inversion feature actually. Okay. It's interesting how the inversion feature can deal with the fact that I added a lot of notes to this. It can kind of understand what I'm going for here. That's cool. Still, how does the workflow work? It's not entirely clear yet. But what's clear is that I can drag the chord to my DAW with this feature. That's pretty cool. Nice. It will be exactly half a bar long. Very useful. Can I also drag it directly from here? Yep, that works too. That's an even better workflow. And if I had multiple chords, then I could probably drag the pattern from here. Let's test that. Okay, now there is a first chord, so we know what the circle of fifths should do now. It should be tuned to work with, oh wait, this is A minor. Didn't I select A sharp though? Wait, I want to select this one. Why does this still look selected? I don't get it. Why does this still look selected when I'm oh, okay, right click. You can right click on things. That's cool. So now I can tweak this. That's weird. I definitely selected A sharp here. Oh. Okay, whatever. Okay, the workflow of this plugin still has to sink in a little bit. But some things are already cool. Okay, I like that. Okay, next up, I'm going to the next chord, and the next chord should now know that the bass chord was something with A sharp. So I would expect A sharp to be up here in order to, you know, tune the circle of fifth visually to match that chord progression that I'm working on. The fuck is this? Oh, that's too technical here, or technical in musical terms. I want it to be really simple. We are on a computer here, not on a piece of paper. Okay. How can I tell this program that this is my bass chord now? I want to explore the scale of what I just made. What? Okay, no one is in my chat anymore to help me, so I really have to figure that out myself. Okay, two different ways of visualizing the notes. That's nice for the guitar players. But still, this down here is supposed to be the thing where I can make my chord progression. So why can I not let the circle of fifth? Can I turn it some way? Maybe? No? Why can I not let it relate to the first chord that I made? That makes no sense to me. Is that not a feature in this huge plugin that I was suggested so much? I want A sharp to be in the center. That's annoying. Do I really have to read the manual already just to find this? I mean, I'm planning on showing this to the Scala developers later, so I will just show them now how it looks in Cubase, so they know how it should look. Sorry for being so invasive about your UI, but you know, I'm just getting started and it's already getting a little bit troublesome. Either I'm just completely missing something super obvious here, or the UI could be a little bit better. And the suggestion feature is grayed out, so I cannot. Okay, that joke was bad because the tooltip says it's about chord suggestions and not plugin suggestions. Anyway. Okay, so here in Cubase, just to show you what I mean, it works like this. You make a synthesizer or something. The chord feature itself does not have sounds, but that's okay. So then you open the virtual keyboard. Okay, that works. And then you can go to the accord pads and you have to make sure that you are actually in this range that is shown on the screen. How did that work? Oh yeah, like that. So now I can like go through the chords. Yeah, so that's how it works in Cubase. And now if I wanted to select the first chord, I could do that. So here's A sharp minor, just like I had in Scala. And then the inversions are by clicking on these arrows. Oh, that's pretty loud. Let me turn it down a little bit. Oh, actually, I think the sound is not transmitted right now. Sorry about that. Okay, now the sound should be transmitted. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so I just saw I have someone in chat again, so I have to explain what I'm doing. I was just exploring Scala and I didn't find a feature, and since I decided to send this video later to the Scala developers, I just wanted to quickly show them the workflow in Cubase that I was missing in Scala. So here's the thing that lets you play chords with single keys via the virtual keyboard, and then inversions. And now the thing that I was missing in Scala was that it automatically understands that when my first chord is A sharp or BB or whatever, then the other chords should be in relation to that when it comes to the circle of fifth. So wait, where was the circle of fifth feature again? Oh, right here. Yeah, I haven't used Cubase a lot lately, so I can get a little bit confused. But as you can see, A sharp is in the center of this circle of fifth thing now. So that all of the other chords that are relative to it, yeah, they are shown in relation. You can just lay them out the way you want. and that's like the perfect workflow that you could have. But since I don't want to use Cubase anymore, this is not of very much use for me, and I have to make it work with Scalar. So now back at Scalar. Where is my sound? What happened now? The fuck? Oh, I always hate when this happens, because I often don't immediately understand why it happened. Okay. So no. Okay. I don't know why this window opened again. Oh, because I closed the GUI probably. Okay, so we already had that working, that when I select this chord and then click on this, press the key and then stop capturing. Oh wait, no, I have to keep capturing for some reason. I don't get why exactly, but the problem is I have here now A sharp as my main chord, but when I go to the next chord, there A sharp is not centered on the circle of fifths, so it's not getting easy to figure out new chords that relate to this chord automatically, except with knowledge about chord progressions. And when you need knowledge to use a MIDI plugin that tries to help you with this kind of stuff, then you could just as well just not use a MIDI plugin and just write the chords, in my opinion. So this is not good. And if I'm missing something, then I want to find out what it is now. Okay. So let's just pretend like this works and I want to use this chord now. How can I... Oh, okay, this is now mapped to D. Inversion. Okay, this inversion feature does not automatically come up with these types of inversions where one of the notes is very far away. Why is it not mapped anymore? Okay, now it is. Oh man, I wanna just add a note to the chord without it not being mapped, so that I can play on my virtual keyboard the key, the chord, while figuring out which notes I wanna have in it up here. Why is that not a workflow yet? That's too much. I don't wanna click down here every time. Okay, I don't know if these chords fit together perfectly. It sounds a little bit too happy to me now, but by the way, why does it? Didn't I select a minor chord at the beginning? Probably not. Okay, that was the only D in it. Wait. One. Okay, this is definitely major, but the minor chord didn't sound better. Well, let's just take major then. Yeah, kind of a workflow. Now, what if I want to make this minor now? F is already selected, but now I want to have F minor. So I have to go here. Wait, it's not updating the chord just like that. Okay, I have to make all of the notes again when I'm updating it. That's not cool, but it's at least understandable. Why does it highlight these notes when I'm not playing? Is it because of the circular fifth? probably. Okay, that workflow was kind of cool. I could take one of my hands to just play the first note, the first chord, and the other hand could click on the circle of fifth to listen to a different chord. That's a good workflow. Oh, I have to do this right. That's too much. Ah. Okay, it's starting to get fun, definitely. Oh, some stuff in the chat. There is sound. Find the Mr. Stream. Yeah, my streams are kind of all over the place in terms of time. What? The sound is distorted? Oh, sorry about that. That's probably because I still have Cubase open. Sorry. I always forget that you shouldn't have two instances of Restream at the same time. It's better now, right? Should be better now, because I think I ran into this issue some other time before. By the way, if any one of you has this plugin, Scalar, then you can correct me whenever I'm talking shit about it, because I have no idea how all this works. What is this? Audio, blah blah blah. Okay, I don't know what it means. MIDI panic. No, I don't need that. What is meant by audio detection? Do we have a sidechain input here? No. Oh, there is not a single parameter. I mean, the plugin definitely wants you to watch the video tutorials and the manual and even go to the online community. So the developers definitely don't expect this to explain itself completely. But some basic features should definitely explain themselves. Okay, nice. There is at least a feature that goes through all the chords in the sequence that is being prepared here. What does edit mean? Oh. Okay, cool. So we have some features here that can change the chord, but relative to where it was before. I would find it cool if all of the notes would actually be stopped before the new notes are being played. Like when you are going through the semitones very fast, it can get very disharmonic. And I don't really see how that helps when trying to figure out good harmony. And I cannot understand how I am the first one to tell them that. I cannot imagine that all of their beta testers have not noticed that. That is just impossible. So what is this? That is the duration. Okay, so this is basically not just something to lay out chords, but also a little bit of rhythm. Cool. So this could be just 3/4 of a bar, and this would be a little bit more to compensate for that. And when I then drag out the pattern, it has this rhythm. Wait, I cannot drag the pattern. Oh, I can. No, I cannot. What? How can I drag the entire pattern? When I do this, it's just the note. drag the pattern. Yeah. Okay, so the drag button is for the whole pattern. And just as I thought, I got this nice rhythm now. Would make more sense on a higher BPM. Nice. I mean, it's not the best workflow ever to work with numbers when it comes to rhythm, because you always have to know which numbers correspond to a certain rhythm. But I always like to have some alternative ways to compose. So this is pretty cool. I will just ignore that now because I'm not too much interested in the rhythm features right now. Group. There are different groups. I don't know yet what the groups are for. I mean, apparently playback performances. So there must be some sort of sequencer in here in the plugin. That's cool. Wait. How do I get this to be down there again? Like that? Yeah. Okay. What is this, by the way? Bind incoming MIDI notes to chord. Wait, this button was... okay, this is the same button. Huh? But this says A and this says C. That's weird. By the way, what is this? Chill 1. Okay. Will this override the pattern that I already have? Let's make a new pattern, select that, and then experiment with this. Oh wait, no, it does something completely new that has nothing to do with the pattern. Interesting. What happened just now? Cool. Nice. Come on, let's select a different one. When I click on it, is it then selected? Okay. Do we have something different? Oh, serious and sad. That doesn't sound very sad to me. I must have made something wrong. So how is that sad now? I mean, something changes about these pads for sure, but it sounds the same. Okay, let's try this one. And this one. I'm really not sure if anything changed. Let's try something easier. Chill. That almost sounds like it could be played in church. Okay. Okay, this seems to be all chords of a scale. Okay, now I can see how this list changes what these pads at least are doing. I don't see how it changes what's going up here, but interesting. Let's check out the artist thing. Shit, hopefully I even know any of them. Okay, let's just read the chat for now. Unrelated to the video, get chunk absolute thing on Fuba 2000. Have a one request length sample ahead. Okay, but why are you saying that now? What do I learn about Fuba 2000? I mean, okay, it says it has look ahead. I guess that helps with drawing the spectrogram. Yeah, I guess. I was already always wondering why the spectrogram in Fuba always seems so tight, because when other people program spectrograms, they are sometimes a little bit sloppy because FFT takes some time to generate the image. Maybe it is just what you just said, that it's because they load some stuff ahead of the time, which would be cool. Okay, do I know any of these artists? Not sure. Okay, but I must say I'm pretty out of touch when it comes to popular artists and stuff. I would, for example, if there was Flying Lotus now, I would be like, okay, cool. But he's not known for exceptional chord progressions anyway, so I'm not surprised to not see him here. Okay, let's just not use artists. Then there is the user set where there is nothing yet, obviously. Scales. Okay, I can make normal scales. Let's try that again. So A sharp now, and with okay, I have no idea what's going to happen now. Okay. Oh, this is a filter. It makes less things appear in the list, only the ones that still apply to what is being selected here. Okay, this is now. When I select this one. Wait, is this now? No, this is still Mixolydian. How do I get this to be down here? Double click maybe? Oh yeah. Okay, now that makes my workflow a little bit easier. Now I could really come up with something. Can I play these down here while I'm figuring out new chords with a virtual keyboard? Ah! Okay. Okay, that works, cool. That's cool. That's really cool. I like that. So I actually found a workflow that kind of works, even though something about the start of this exploration was a little bit weird. And I'm still not feeling comfortable about the whole thing, because sometimes I have to click on this in order to make stuff, and sometimes I don't. And even just the fact that this is blinking all the time constantly makes me feel like I have to, like, this is just a capture feature and not an enabler. Like, I have to disable it at some point, but I don't. And also sometimes I'm making an action in this plugin that kind of disables this automatically, and then I'm always confused. So I don't know, maybe I just have to get used to it when working more with this plugin. But maybe it could also just be improved to not be so confusing. I'm not sure yet. I have to use it more in order to find out. But this is definitely a good stream for the developer to get a good impression of how it can feel to use this plugin the first time without having had a lot of experience with plugins like that in the past. I don't want to make this too long though, because I don't think a lot of people, even developers who made a plugin, would sit through it for too long. So I think this is just it for today. See you all.